Yo, 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 what it do, what it do, what it do, man. Blessings and good energy. Wake up to the Wake Up Winning Show where if you woke up, you are already winning. You know how we do it? Straight winning, no whining. And today is the first day of the show. And I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm the host, Jay, Dr. J. Others call me Who Done It. Let me explain a little bit about myself, man. So, um, I am just an ordinary man looking for big dreams, looking for a purpose, and my purpose is to hopefully fulfill others within my purpose. Um, I am first and foremost. I am a husband. I am a father. My profession is as a barber. The reason that this show was motivated from the jump is to is because all day we talking to shopping. I've been fighting this for some time, y'all. I've been fighting this for some time now. I've been hearing from a few people that truly have love for me that this is something that I should have been doing a long time ago. So I decided to give it a shot. I'm jumping into this with nothing but faith, man. So I'm just looking to have fun. The show is to not correct the way that you think, but hopefully change the way that you see it. It helps to make changes in your life and other folks' life. And there's always one, two, three, four different ways to see something. You know what I'm saying? But if you start leading to your own understanding, you may never be open to the idea that you could be right, but be wrong at the same time. Now, that's enough about myself right now. Y'all will get to know me as we keep going on. This right here is a brother to me, not like a brother. He has been a true blessing in my life, man, a motivation, man. You know what I'm saying? This is my guy, man. You know what I'm saying? This is Jay, and I ain't gonna really take up too much time other than, man, hey, if he on the show, if you ever see anybody on this show, trust me, they solid. They solid, man. So Jay, man, so Jay, I'm gonna let you speak to the people for a minute, then we gonna jump into the topic of the show, my guy.
What's going on, man? I go by a lot of names. Like here, Big OG, Big Great.
Big Great, OG, Big Great.
To my friends and family, I'm Big 40. At work, I'm 6'9". No freaky shit.
No freaky shit. Just 6'9". Yeah, but a lot of freaky shit. I love the way you say that. Hey, y'all know grown folks talk, man. Grown folks talk.
But like you said, I'm not a husband yet. I'm planning to or something. I am a father, and we are both entrepreneurs just looking to shed light on conversations that we have every day in the shop that we feel like, other people have these thoughts and shed some light on it and give everybody a different perspective because everything looks right when you're looking at one side of the glass. But just like a drink bottle, one side got the actual brand, the other side got the ingredients. Just because you see the ingredients,
like it,
don't mean that what I'm seeing is wrong and what you're seeing is right. It's our perspective. But I do a lot of things. My number one passion is cooking. So I'm a chef. So if anybody wants some food, no bullshit.
Real talk, real talk. And we will share his social media for context at the end of this show. You know what I'm saying? Excellent chef. By far. Great mixed drinks. Holla at my guy, man. Along with me, barbering kind of inspired this, right? But, I am a producer, artist, engineer, do it all. My first love is music. I understand that I have a voice. I'm just hoping to find a different way to use it. You know what I'm saying? So today's show, without further ado, we're going to talk about support and success and what it takes to have both. Who do you need to have that? What type of mind state do you need? What type of emotional state do you need to be in to achieve these things? All of it is very important. Again, we don't know it all, but we're going to give you what we got here at Correct Change, man. Hopefully it helps you with a little bit of what you already have. You know what I'm saying? So, like my guy said, we both entrepreneurs, you know what I'm saying? So we've been doing this for a little minute. Jay, when I met you, you told me you was a chef. I seen you on social media. I followed you. I saw the work ethic. I saw how you was promoting. I gave you a shot and more than one time, and I must say that you do your thing. You know what I'm saying? And I truly appreciate good food. You know what I'm saying? Because, I got a theory about good food, y'all. When it's good food, man, you can't help but to dance to it. You know what I'm saying? While you eat that joint. If you don't dance to it while you eating it, it ain't good, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. They just got to touch your soul. On your journey of becoming a chef, becoming a cook, what? First of all, let me ask you this: walk me through your journey of your idea that, hey, I have a passion for this.
Um, Basically, it started out. I used to just cook at everybody's house. Like, I have a thing about cooking. You could call it OCD, whatever you want to call it, but I feel like it should have been in there. Don't turn your back. I might put this shit in there. But I used to go to people's house and they'd be like, man, it just don't taste right. So I fixed it, and it just became a be cooking in the hood for everybody. And then next thing I know, somebody just asked me one day, hey, how much you charge for this? Do you cater? I was like, I do now.
Yeah. It's typically how I go.
I do now. You don't know what to charge for. I'm going to charge somebody else. It has ups and downs. Like I say, I'm not as invested as I want to be in it. And that's due to a lot of other circumstances. We'll get into that a little later on in a couple of episodes. If y'all see me back.
Oh, you'll be back, brother.
But it's an up and down journey on cooking. Like prices, going to factor, timing. Like I said, I'm a dedicated father, so I'm not a part-time father. Not the ain't shit.
Yeah.
So it take a lot of sacrificing, but I found a lot of joy in it because when people eat my food, I see the look on their face, their bodies change, their spirits change, their minds change just through food. You know what I'm saying? So it just became. I felt like that was my purpose to spread love and peace through food. Mm-hmm. Like other people do it, like my barber, he does it. My brother, he does it through barber, and he does it through his music, which he's an excellent artist. So check him out. Who done it? You know who done it.
Yeah.
But
now it's funny you said what you said about somebody offering you your first string of income while you're passing. Even as when I first started doing music, as a producer, as an engineer myself, y'all, and as well as a barber, I was a firm believer in that you can't hit yourself with certain titles until you've made your first dollar off of it. Other than that, you're a student of the craft. You know what I'm saying? Until you actually got any type of residuals from your efforts in your skill set, only then should you refer to yourself as these titles that you have. That was just always my mind state. That's how it worked with me. It was like, I could pat myself on the back. I could feel a little bit more accomplished, a little bit more solidified in what it is that I was doing and trying to achieve. So, that with that being said, like as you was going along your path, like, what would you say people explain to the people what it takes to start a business firsthand? The financial, the emotional. One thing we do know about entrepreneurship is that you will get closer to your spiritual side than ever before. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to depend on God and walk on faith in this thing, man, because that's all you really got. You know what I'm saying? You got faith and nothing's in stone. You got to really go get it. People always say, you work for yourself. Yeah, I do, but I can't just go to work when I want to go to work. You know what I mean? Like, first 2 years of doing anything, what I discovered is that, that's the hustle. You know what I mean? You work for people. You bend more to your consumer's will in first 2 years because you're building clientele. Now after them first 2 years, you should no longer, in my opinion, be working for people. You should be doing business with people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, factual. You should have more of a structured schedule. Your prices and how they go about doing business with you should already be in stone. Because if you keep working for people, then why did you become an entrepreneur in the first place? You know what I'm saying? So don't never lose sight of that. You are the owner, the general manager, the supervisor. You know what I'm saying? You are the everything. So even with that being said, like, what is it that you did to um, prepare yourself for this? Like I said again, the mental state, the emotional state, the supplemental income, if any, that did this. Because a lot of people just assume to say, hey, I'm gonna jump over one day and put my pants on. I'm an entrepreneur, and that's all it takes.
But I'll tell anybody, it starts with a vision. You gotta have a vision, and you gotta have a team that believes in that vision. Because any little thing can shift and shake you and make you not stay on your line of purpose of what you're doing.
Okay.
So me, I just had to believe that whatever I put my hands on, it's gonna be great. Before I even start cooking it, I already know how it's gonna outcome. I already know what I want it to look like. I already know what I want it to taste like.
Yeah, I like that.
I already know what I want, what my presentation is gonna be like. I already know it. I feel it. And I get in my mode and I just go. And I really don't tell a lot of people. And it's not that I don't trust in people. It's just people will put their own downfalls on you.
Yeah.
Like because they can't cook for
fears or lack of drive.
They can't go work a 9 to 5 and get off from 9 to 5 and go shop for food. So when I get an emotion to do it, I do it. But when I get a little discouraged, I talk to people like you or anybody in my camp. Yeah. Like, I don't do new friends like that. I'm a friendly person, but when it comes to my purpose, my passion, it's personal. And it's only amongst a few people that get to know that. So I keep that between me, God, and my hands. Okay. I just go do it. Like, most people get hung up on the thought. Yeah. Like, I know I gotta cater a brunch. I always ask how many people. Hit me with 40, 50 people. Off the bat, you gotta account for how much of this you need, how much of this you need. If you keep thinking about it, you'll think yourself out of the drive to do it. Yes, sir. So, yes, sir. You have to know it and just do it. People ask me all the time, I don't see how you do this shit. Like, how do you sleep for an hour and a half or 2 hours and then get up and you act like you've been asleep 3 days? I tell them I ain't no choice. Yeah. I got a son. Economy is crazy. Yeah. Inflation. Yeah. And I got a lifestyle that I like to live. And ain't nobody gonna hand me what I want. Because it's what I want. Yeah. So I have to go get it. I have to be mind strong on what I want to do. Go do it. I'm a child support payer. I couldn't let the fact that I pay child support, let my son go out. Or I couldn't let child support. I couldn't let child support make me exist on earth and not live. So instead of complaining. Hold on. You say that again for him. What you just said. I can't let the circumstance predict what I do because I pay child support. I have to. I like to live. I can't just if you fall into your circumstance, it will enslave you just like slavery. Now, the reason why I want you to repeat that was because and not just child support, but we could use child support because that's what you just said. But a lot of people, environment, circumstance, things happen. I hear it often where people, this is garnishment, whatever type of garnishment it is coming at their check. It's like, man, I'm just defeated, man. I ain't gonna never get nowhere. And they just, they just get so used to the system and the situation that they're in to the point where they don't even want to try to dig themselves out of it, man. They just like, this is life. This is the way I'm just gonna live it until I die. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a miserable way to walk in. So I just want to take a step back so that people could really understand what this brother just said. You know what I'm saying?
I came up with a motto myself a long time ago. Is save your excuses, spin your results. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Save your excuses, spin your results, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going through it. Life is life for everybody, man. I assure you that multi-billionaire that you spend with every day went through it too. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
We this whole thing that millionaires and billionaires and trillionaires just falling out the sky. They just got an easy break. They didn't have the money. The government is not designed for you to get it easy. The world is not designed. Yeah,
everybody's struggling.
Yeah,
we got billionaires are struggling, and we're struggling. You say how billionaires struggling?
Yeah,
they struggling to stay a billionaire. We struggling to be a billionaire. It's a struggle regardless.
Yeah.
Like, I listened to a guy named Eric Thomas. And
familiar, man, great guy.
Yeah, and one of his speeches he was saying, the problem is not getting it, the problem is keeping it. So I could get $1 million a day, but if I don't educate myself, if I'm not grounded in who I am, I could be just as broke as I am today. I mean, I ain't broke, but I ain't broke. I'm broke.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those who get it, get it. Those who don't. But, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm rich in a lot of other ways. That's one of the reasons why I appreciate him blessing me to start this journey with him, even if I don't finish it. Because he could have had a lot of other people on here. He chose his brother that really wasn't his brother. Started out as a client. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you a story. When I first got ready to get my haircut, I wasn't even really coming for him. I was coming for another guy. The other guy ended up being booked up. And he was like, man, I'll cut you. And me, I will show y'all what's up on here.
Okay, David. Don't do it. Don't do it, okay, David. Don't do it, man. Don't hit him with the David Ruffin, man. Dang. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But we're working on some things. It's like this for a reason. We got some other things going on.
But I'm glad it happened that way because I gained a brother out. Anytime I go through anything, it's like putting my thoughts in a vault with my guy. I know it's gonna start here. He's not biased. He ain't gonna say, well, you're a good dude, it's their fault. He get on my shit. Like, Jay, you to this, you to this. They didn't earn this. That's why you got this. You can't, so it keeps me on my pivot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. And hopefully throughout his podcast and out his journey, I'm pretty sure you guys see me a couple more times.
For sure.
That this grows into something that fulfills a purpose, further fulfills the purpose that he got going. So I'm blessed that he had me on here and give me this opportunity to just speak to y'all and, make y'all laugh because I'm crazy. I don't have a filter.
Yeah.
I'm filtered now because it's the first. I really don't have a
filter.
filter.
And the reason why you will be on this show, and it's something that you said, a few minutes ago, and continue to be on this show because on your journey of whatever it is that you're doing in life, not just entrepreneurship, y'all, whatever it is that you're doing in life, you're going to have to be around like-minded people to achieve this thing. Show that, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't gonna understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not going to you're not going to a mechanic talking about I'm going, and expect him to really indulge in what it takes to be an NFL player at the combine, right? You know what I'm saying? Like he could talk what he taught through the knowledge of the social media and just being a fan of the sport, right? But what it takes as far as understanding conditioning, time, effort, training, and different type of diets and different type of, hey, I got a flyer. Like basically what I'm saying is that make sure that when you are doing what you're doing, that you're around like-minded people. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily because they're not in your field, but they understand. And maybe now that I think about it, Jay, I think that may have been the wrong comparison. Excuse me, y'all, about the mechanic, right? Because they don't have to be within the same field, but they have to understand the same struggle. Make sure that people understand the same type of struggle and goals that you have, and that your mindset is yoked with that person. One of the reasons, again, that this brother of mine is on this show right now is because he's been telling me maybe since his 5th haircut, and I've been cutting him and his son hair going on almost 6, 7 years now, and I'm just now doing it. But because he never gave up on the idea of just wanting to see the best for me, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a fine line between people that is going to support you and use you. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you're only as good to people as the service that you provide. You should always keep that in mind. If they're not pouring into you, then they'll take away from you. You know, it's in my shop I provide all type of amenities that come with being in here. You know what I'm saying? And we have a good time in here. But if you're always at the bar and you're pouring up cups and you're emptying out the bottle and you provide food, if you always do that and you never come through with a bottle, that's just a prime example of people that's just taking from you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand who supports you. They never came through. They never poured into what it is that you're actually doing. You know what I'm saying? You're just only as good as the service that you provide. And that's okay because everybody don't need to be friends, but you can differentiate truly between those two people by who's pouring into what it is that you're doing versus who's just sitting back and watching and enjoying what it is that you do. Them two different things. You know what I'm saying? I was telling my son the other day, he was going through a rough time at school as the school year started in high school. And a lot of it was because he was just trying to find the cool squad and be accepted and wanted to come in like, this, I think he's still just struggling with who he is, right? You know what I'm saying? Versus who he think he has to be to gain acceptance. And it was always, getting him in trouble. You know what I'm saying? We went through the whole suspensions, going up to the school, and just constantly. Just recently, Jay, he told me, we sit down at my dinner table, he was telling me about his day. He said, I hadn't told you, but for the last few weeks in the cafeteria, I chose to separate myself. And I found a table that just nobody was sitting in, and I made it my table. I wanted to get away from that table. They seemed like they was always being loud and into something. And, that last situation in my school, it really made me start thinking. And it almost brought tears to my eyes because I remember telling him that, hey, man, you can be a leader. You're a king. I said, understand how you're at this school. Nobody knows you. It's somebody that's just like you. There's a few people in this school that's just like you. They're just looking for somebody like you to say, hey, I found another way. And so now he went to saying, a few of his teammates was like, hey, Jay, can I sit with you today? You know what I'm saying? Is it cool if I sit with you? Man, them guys over there, man, they be doing the most. They too loud. I said, see, you've created a safe haven. That's what being a leader is about. That's about, helping you find your purpose. Now you're finding like-minded people. Now you're not trying to be in there. When I created my shop, the idea was to create a safe haven for men. You know what I'm saying? To get away from the stress of the world, the stress of their significant other, if need be. Like you don't need it's such a brotherhood in here, y'all, that I got a bar area that's separate, man. You don't even have to get a haircut. And he's a prime example of that, man. All you gotta do is make sure I'm here. You can go in the bar and turn on the TV, drink, do whatever you want to do. Give me a high five, get whatever you need to get off your chest on their phone. You need to go in there and pray. You just need some time away. You can do that. And I created because that's what we need. And if all I am is a barber to you and that's all that I'm providing, I'm not walking in my purpose. You know what I'm saying? It's not, your purpose is not going to always end up monetary, right? You know what I'm saying? You can monetize it, right? But if you're always, if you can't do nothing without a dollar being involved, that really defines your character. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, you'll sell out to anything. You know what I'm saying? You'll really sell out to anything. If a dollar moves you, literally a dollar moves you, $100, whatever it is, if that moves you every time somebody dangles in your hair, man, you're bound to fail in life. You gotta move off of character.
Basically what my guy said, a dollar controls you. They got Lamar.
Yeah.
They got Lamar.
They got Lamar.
Third.
Yeah. I was trying, you
It's
know,
popping.
yeah. And if you're from Memphis, you understand what that means. You
It's
know what I'm
popping.
saying? Yeah,
Popping.
yeah. But yeah. So when you decided to do this, it shows about support and success, right? So who were the people? Who do you feel it necessary? First question, to have the support of family, friends, and significant other to do this? And if so, what type of support do you need from them? Um,
Me,
that you need, yeah, that you need.
me personally, I don't really look for it.
Okay.
Because if I don't look for it, I never get disappointed.
Mm.
But when I do get it, I appreciate it. I stay humble.
Yeah.
So I didn't look for anything from anybody.
Okay.
I take my successes and my losses. I eat my own hills. I don't lie to myself. I don't put my wants and belief off on you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look for, because like I said, you're a dedicated father, husband, entrepreneur. That shit going on.
Yeah.
We're all trying to find a way in life to live comfortable.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't have time for my burdens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I can get them off, I get them off, but I don't look for it.
Yeah. So
I look for my strength within myself and belief of the Most High. I let it be on that.
So why did you refer to it as a burden?
Because sometimes that's often what it is. We don't want to say it that way.
Yeah.
Because I when I speak from me and how I feel. And that's not saying it right.
Yeah, yeah.
But I speak on from what I speak on, because like if I'm dead tired, I just got off. I don't like the word problem. Like, burden more than problems in the Bible. Okay. I'm a simple guy.
Okay.
If it's in the Bible, I don't think it's
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Problem is.
Yeah. Now the reason I said the burden part is that, do you think unconsciously, just from previous experiences in your life, that people have made you sharing your blessings feel like it was a burden for them? So it's not. So it's the reason I'm saying it is because I think it's important for the viewers, especially younger, and just for you as yourself moving on. Understand that it's only a burden to people who don't want to, who really don't see it as a blessing, right? And it's it is kind of sad, but again, you got to choose your support system very, 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 very strategically, very down to the very last idea what it takes, you know what I'm saying, what you're looking for, because there is no reason, like since I met you, I remember, there was a situation going on, and I remember reaching out to you, and I said, hey man, you didn't even give me an opportunity to help you. You know what I'm saying? Like that was not a problem for me, more than so that it was a problem. But I had to confirm to you, reassure you that, hey man, I'm your brother. Like we come in here, we laugh, we hee ha ha this. But if you're ever in need, bro, your burden is you don't have to bear it alone. You know what I'm saying? Like so therefore you don't mind sharing your aspirations with me because of that. You know what I'm saying? So we often do that. We often feel like we get discouraged from sharing our blessings, right? You know what I'm saying? It could be such a discouraging thing to do, because people, you don't know who's going to celebrate with you, but or you don't want to appear to be worse. You know what I'm saying? But man, I'm gonna tell you something on this journey that I've been on. The same people I talk to as producing and engineering, right, are not the same people I'm gonna talk to about Clippers. You know what I mean? That's when you can be. It ain't even being. It's not even being a burden. It's being worse, right? Like you gotta lower your. You know what I'm saying? Like understand the conversation that you're trying to inflict on somebody, right? That you're trying to get them to indulge in, right? Like that doesn't make sense, right? But the people that I could talk to about Clippers with would never get tired of talking about Clippers.
No.
You know what I'm saying? The people that I talk to about music would never get tired of talking about music. You know what I'm saying? Because they are like-minded people. Everybody has their expertise in their categories and things that makes them passionate about it. But for me, like, spiritually, biblically, right? You know what I'm saying? The Bible says two is better than one, right? You know what I'm saying? You have to, so if two is better than one, then, you know, three, four, five, six, and seven is too. You know what I'm saying? So you have to pick those people accordingly to who is going to be your support system. You don't have to, you know, you don't have to share every detail with people. You can't allow things to manifest on its own. You know what I'm saying? But uh, it does. Let me tell you this: it doesn't have to be lonely at the top. You know what I'm saying? If it only gets lonely at the top when you're making bad decisions along the way, because you can have all the success in the world, but it's nothing without sharing it with somebody who truly has your back and is happy to see you do it. There was nights where I was coming in from the shop, man, late night, man, walking in with two healthy knots on both pockets. You know what I'm saying? Feeling good about my day. But I remember what made me prioritize the way that I do business was I said, okay, if I got this in my pockets, then I'm able to control the structure, the daily operations. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously people enjoy the business that I provide, the service that I provide. When I went home one night and I saw that my whole house was asleep, everything that I felt on the way to the house went away because I couldn't go in there and hug nobody. I couldn't share with nobody. I couldn't just talk about my day. Yeah, I'm tired, but look, y'all, we gonna turn up. Like I had watched my family's day was gone. I missed the whole day of my kids growing up. You know what I'm saying? That's how I looked at it. And I said, nah, yeah, as good as this feel, I can't let that happen again. You know what I mean? So, do you feel that it is important to have what type of support? Because obviously, with your significant other, that's different than your family and friends, right? You know what I'm saying? We hold our significant others to different standards than we do everybody else in our life. You know what I'm saying? So, we got God, we got ourselves, and we have our significant other. Okay? What is it that you feel like have you ever had an experience where where your significant other was not the support that you feel like you needed? Did you learn from that? How did you learn to, pick moving forward? There's like the certain details, you know what I'm saying, the character that you needed to see in your relationships moving forward to make sure that you have the right person, in mind, because nothing feels worse than feeling like you're doing this for us to find out that you was out that it wasn't there was never us. Yeah. There was, you know what I'm saying? Like
a lot of the situations I was in, they're not bad people.
Okay.
I ain't gonna sit here and
yeah, just because they ain't on what you want, don't make them bad, man.
But until recently, I hadn't had that. I never required.
You never saw the importance or
No, I never looked.
You never looked for it. Okay.
Like you tell me
on until now. Until this one, okay.
She showed me, still, she showed me how it feels to have it. Because I never looked for it. I go in, if I tell my significant other I got this going on,
yeah.
The minute that they don't engage in it,
yeah,
off of with them.
Yeah.
Now with them, I don't treat them like they did me when they got a plan or did something head first.
Okay.
Yeah. But they didn't reciprocate. Until now, where I had somebody come in and off the back doing what I did. Now I feel what they feel. I can tell her something. She be like, "Hey, babe, what you need?" Excuse me?
Yeah.
shit, I don't know what I need. I was just telling you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like
You really feel it?
yeah. This is a foreign conversation for me. I've never.
Like, I feel like Charlie Brown and playing.
Yeah. Yeah, how do I answer this?
How do I
You know what I'm
answer
saying?
it?
Yeah.
I was just telling you.
You care about what I need? You know what I'm saying?
And not only did she care, it was right then. It wasn't no, I'll hop on it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right then.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta drop this food off. Like, why you wait so late to cook? I don't like them to have their food hot. All right, give me a second.
Yeah.
I just ordered you this bag, you know, and she created a lane of revenue where if I was delivering food to you, I would charge a holder's fee for the bag. You gave the bag back, you have to pay back. So meaning if the bag was $40. She was like, charge them an additional $40. They give you the bag back, you have $20 back. Because there's still a service that was provided. They don't have to eat cold food, warm food. It's a bag that's keeping it hot, fresh. They can get to it when they want to.
Yeah.
Now, if they don't or damage that bag, you got $40 value. No.
Yeah.
I never had that. I never had that.
Yeah, charging them an additional $40.
So if I charged you $200, that was going out to buy your food, come to cook your food.
Yeah.
And I put it in this bag.
Yeah.
Say, look.
Yeah.
Keep the bag until you finish with it. Call me tomorrow, I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
And when you gave me the bag back, I refunded you $20.
Yeah.
Bags intact, everything.
Yeah, yeah.
But if something happened where somebody steal it, damaged,
you ain't gotta worry about calling and hassling nobody. It paid for itself. And go, yeah.
But that opened my mind up to something I never thought about that. I used to rush cook.
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna do it right.
Yeah.
But it still rushed. It made me tired. Now I ain't got to rush.
Yeah.
I just couldn't put
Yeah.
Put the bag over there.
Yeah.
Charge you $40. Get that back. Get $20 back. I mean, it's $20, but still.
It's yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now,
who want? Yeah.
You got something back. You got
something back.
Food, you got good service. And you got a little money.
Yeah.
But if the bag come up missing, or
you just choose to keep it or whatever.
I ain't
dog ate it. It tripped. Yeah, it paid for itself. You know what I'm saying? And you understood. You know what I'm saying? This when you
to have a person that come in and not try to control, but enhance what you got going on. I ain't never had it.
So she poured into you with an idea that you hadn't seen before, or that you hadn't thought of before.
They saying I ain't think of.
Yeah. and so basically, like I said, you know, coming in with a way to enhance what it is you already got. Not control it, but baby, let me help you with this. I see this gray area that can be problematic before it happens. Let me, you know, here's my answer. Here's an idea. Do with it as you will, because you still didn't have to do it. But I appreciate the idea because it shows that you.
The fact that she didn't have a dog in the fight.
Yeah.
Just seeing me when
yeah.
To go.
Yeah.
Better to know me.
Yeah.
Better to know me.
Yeah.
But you know me how invested I get.
Yeah.
I get invested.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now
I get invested.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
And most times the investment just like my sports.
Yeah. hey, boy. That's it. I don't talk about the 21 leg parlays,
but it don't pay off. But eventually, get that motherfucker. Like Jay-Z said, you only got to do it once.
That's it, man.
Rick Ross said, once you do it once, they'll forget about the losses. So I'm sticking on my path. You got to stick to your own path. Even when other people understand. But I never had that before, and that's one of the reasons why I say I will be married again. Because up until then, I didn't think I was going to get married again. I thought I was going to be the fine-ass uncle at all the parties.
Yeah.
That's why I got the cat back.
Don't y'all put that head back on, man. Please put that head back on, man. You'll make me take my glasses off, man. Please put that head back on, man.
But that's what I thought. She changed the whole perspective of a man without changing the man.
Yeah.
And a lot of people miss that factor. A lot of women try to rule with an iron fist. You can't do that with a man. A man is who he is.
Yeah.
You can only shift which way he goes, but you can't control the path he's going in. That man going to that door. But you control you can control and find purpose in how you control how he got to that door. He don't mind you doing that because he still got to the fucking door. And you was involved and invested because you helped get him to the door. But with you or without you, he was getting to that door.
Yeah.
And women try to change, want you to go to the wall and create another door.
Yeah.
No, it's a perfectly good door right there. I might got to go around this lamp, this chair, to get to it. And I didn't see that. I didn't see the cord right there. You can say, man, it's a cord right there.
Yeah.
But you didn't stop that man from getting to his purpose.
Yeah.
That's when most women, and I tell y'all this, most women, that's where y'all fail. Y'all try to change a man's purpose instead of finding how you can contribute to that man's purpose. Because at the end of the day, if he really loves you, he really for you, you're going to reap the benefits of it. So why go against, it's like a surfer. That surfer, every time he get on that wave, he try to control the wave, he's going to die, he's going to drown, he's going to keep falling off that board. Yeah. But a good surfer runs, hops on the board, he wait till the right wave, he rides. Yeah. You see, he just coasts, he rides. Yeah. You go against the tide, you're going to fail.
Now, you said something. I was recently talking to a woman in the shop. She was saying that, Jay, I don't want to build with a man and his dreams and aspirations at this age of my life. I think he should already had that together years ago. It's just not what I'm willing to invest into. Like, I don't see anything wrong with that. I said, well, no, there's nothing wrong with how you see that what you're thinking. But let me, again, create change. Let me change the way that you're seeing it. I said, I started barbering at a very late season. You know, barbering is really about, start maybe around about in your 20s. You know what I'm saying? And you build up a certain amount of clientele. Matter of fact, true story, so y'all understand. Let me share a story with y'all how this started. I was working at a warehouse. I had just got on permanent. My wife, she instantly found a townhome. I'm talking about the moment she found out I was on permanent, she was like, yes. Yeah. So, and the reason why this is so important, y'all, is because, you know, I went through some things in my life, you know what I'm saying, been a part of the system. On my way from the system, you know, I'm still trying to figure out life because I was just determined to found another way to move out here because I had already done it that way. So I wanted to accept the challenge mentally for myself. That I could, you know, I could find a way to still hustle out here. However, I got to hustle, but not taking no more penitentiary chances, if you will, right? So, so she did that, and right when she did that, we started feeling like everything was going to be okay. You know, I got, you know, health benefits, insurance, dental, you know, you know what I'm saying? All this shit, yeah. And it was like, so my job started cutting hours within a month of it, right? So now finances is a little funny. My son walked by me, he need a haircut. I was on the phone with my cousin. He said, I said, man, I can't even afford to get this man a haircut, man. He said, man, you better come get these clippers and cut his ass even all over. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you how to set them. I said, bet. So I went over there, I got them Johnson. It was at that moment, as soon as I put them clippers to his head, you know, the artist in me came out. I started seeing the beauty, the canvas. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, okay, nobody could take this away from me. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I could achieve this. I could be successful at this. I didn't have to worry about background checks. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to worry about going up for these promotions and being scared to go for a promotion because they're gonna do extensive background checks. I already passed a background check at this level, but you know, as you keep climbing in corporate, them folders come back a little bit thicker. You know what I'm saying? So I remember getting every check I got find something to do with barbering. I was on YouTube University, y'all. I promise you, no bullshit. I was on YouTube University every night trying to understand how to cut hair. You know what I'm saying? I ended up getting fired from that job shortly after. I took my last income tax check. I put myself through barbering school. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, what's that, right? You know what I'm saying? And we joking now, but you wait the next year, you know what I'm saying? That shit may be over with. But I bought my son a basketball goal and I put myself through barber school with that chick. So my story about really becoming a barber or I have any idea, because man, when I was out here in these streets doing what I was doing, bro, you wouldn't make me think I was, you know, flicking my wrist like that. You know what I'm saying? you know, so, but really, just if I can be honest with you, again, I found my purpose by trying to do something for somebody else, who just so happened to be my son. If he don't need a haircut, and I ain't on the phone with this particular cousin, none of this happens. I was just trying to be a good father. My son needed a haircut. I couldn't afford to get him to the barber shop. And that first haircut took so long, bro, and it was just even all over. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want it to look like my first haircut. That's how I knew that I had a passion for it. Yeah. It wasn't just that simple. So
a lot of burnt dishes in my day.
Oh yeah. So my cousin, he keep it a buck. He's calling me for the Clippers. I never brought him back. I stole the motherfuckers, y'all. I did. I stole the motherfuckers. They don't know what to say. I stole the motherfuckers. So what? He owed me anyway. Growing up, plenty of cologne and shit that he stole from me. I know two wrongs don't make it right, but I ain't the man I am today that I was then. It's over. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, everybody used to steal my cologne, steal everything from me. You know how your family members do you, how your cousins do you, man. They always feel like because you're family, they can try you on some shit, man. But real talk though, I paid them for them Clippers. You know, we that's one of my favorite cousins, man. We talk a lot. I often tell him thank you because through his act of generosity, he helped me find my purpose. You know what I'm saying? And they got sentimental value to me, so you know that's why I chose to keep them, and I just paid them for the Clippers, y'all. But going back to what I was saying about what you were saying about where you feel like women fall short in helping their men. So I just told her, I said, well, look, I started barbering like in my 30s, so I'm really almost 10 years outside the deadline, right? You know what I'm saying? So, and my wife wasn't just gun ho about me doing this because she was just, you starting from the ground up. And I remember telling her, hey, real quick, baby, I set her down one day. I said, man, look, man, if you can't support me, then don't stress me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way we're going to stay together while I'm doing this, because this shit got to work. It's going to work. You know what I'm saying? Because I said it's going to. I'm the type of person that if I tell you I'm going to do something, bro, if I really, like, when I jump into it, it's going to work out. It has no other choice but to work out. It may take a little minute, but it's got to happen. So she said, well, Jay, you different. You different. I said, well, how you know that the men in question ain't different either? You know what I'm saying? Are you judging him by, his dreams or his character? Which one are you really judging him by, ladies, when you say, I don't wanna, are you just getting this off the ground? You just started doing this? Is it the actual dream that you have a problem with, or is it this man's character? Because as you get to know this man, if his character seems to be that he's a finisher, then he will finish with or without you. But everybody has their calling and their purpose. It's called a season. It happens for a reason. Some people may not be mature enough, financially set, supplemental income. People have taken losses before, I assure you. You know what I'm saying? But they tend to know how to do it better the next time. No different than in a relationship. So ladies, what I would say, men, what I would say is that both genders, but if I'm being fair, ladies, if I'm being fair, men don't have a problem picking a woman up that has less than them. You know what I'm saying? Or for example, she's in nursing school now. You know what I'm saying? She's going for her RN. You know what I'm saying? She's an aspiring lawyer, whatever the situation may be, right? You know what I'm saying? We'll be like, okay, cool. Look, mama, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know, women, you'll pass on a nigga that's at the bus stop, right? But I'm gonna tell you something about that man that's at the bus stop. This is why I'm be understanding. you'll pass on the man at the bus stop, but you'll go home to the dude on the couch. You know what I'm saying? Make that make sense to me. Let me tell you something. As somebody that had to ride the bus, take it back for a minute, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like this ain't coming where I'm at right now, bro. Two jobs. You know what I'm saying? On at that bus terminal, but it takes more discipline to get for that man to get up every morning and get to that bus stop and be there on time than it does a person waking up every day jumping in their car. That builds character. Always look at the person's character, in my opinion, before you start to assess them or you start to think that their dreams are not. I can tell you ready that you have your reserved thoughts because often your reserved thoughts are the problem in your life. You know what I'm saying? In everybody's life, even in mine, I have to pray about my reserved thoughts about people because I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But judge that person by their character first and foremost, not the actual dream, not the age that they're starting out. Does he appear to be a finisher? Is he passionate about it? You know what I'm saying? Don't because I assure you, there's going to be a woman on his arm eventually. It could be you. It could be you. You know what I'm saying? Men would actually prefer a woman that got it with them out the mud than when they was on top. You know what I'm saying? It's it. What you get ready to say?
Where I explained, and I explained the same way to my woman that I'm with now. You have to trust in his vision. Man gotta have a vision. You don't have to have a plan. You gotta have a vision. It starts in the mind. You gotta believe in it. And your part to play in that is not to down his vision, but to help him achieve his vision. Guys, how do you do that? If your man say, like Jake, you want to be a barber, you know what I'm saying? Women will often come out and say, man, he ain't never cut hair before. But you just use the power of your tongue to kill your man's dream and you don't even know. You are the biggest support system he's supposed to have. Instead of telling him he never cut hair before, tell him, let's start by doing. But he's lazy. Instead of telling him, you can't do that because you're lazy. Every day, wake that man up at the same time, tell him, come walk. Get his mind frame into just getting up at a certain time. Just walking every day.
Yeah.
You got to be disciplined. He got to be disciplined. Don't tell him that's why you're doing it.
Yeah.
But just get him on and say, babe, come to the store.
Yeah.
Hey, babe, I know you're tired. Get up and come to the thing. Then he going to ask you one day, why you keep waking me up?